Now back to this story. Disaster management teams are on high alert across the country amid disruptive rain warnings from the South African Weather Service this week. Disruptive rain and flooding are expected along the KwaZulu-Natal coast this Monday. An orange level 5 warning for disruptive rain and flooding has been issued for Gauteng, South Central Limpopo, the Highveld and escarpment of Mpumalanga, the northeastern parts of the Free State and the southwestern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. To explain this further, I'm joined by Senior Forecaster Puseletso Mofokeng from the South African Weather Service. Good afternoon yet again, Puseletso. Thank you for joining us on the program. So you had issued that statement or warning for disruptive rains. Just talk us through this week's rains.
Yes, that is so, Mfundo. We still have a very, a level 8 over KwaZulu-Natal coast and the adjacent interior, more like you said, and also over the interior to the northern mountains, that is to the escarpment. We are expecting there a level 5, a level 6 basically, but a level 5 across Mpumalanga, across Limpopo and Gauteng, including the eastern areas of the Northwest Province. Not forgetting the fact that we already had impact yesterday, but there were no surprise at all, considering that we've been cautioning the public as early as Friday last week.
But are the heavy rains that in parts of the country that we're experiencing now at this point common occurrence?
They are indeed common occurrence in summer months. Normally, or in some years, you will find a tropical, what do you call this, continental tropical low, sitting either over the northern parts of Namibia, Botswana, or sometimes even southern Zambia. So with that system, and the one that is from South Africa, when the moisture is being drawn to South Africa, we then have this kind of rainfall, which are generally persistent. In other words, they take perhaps a longer time as compared to the ordinary afternoon thunderstorms. So this is normal during the summer months.
And then the time periods when many would expect showers throughout the day, when exactly should they expect them?
Because of the same tropical moisture, because of the same moisture from the countries to the north of South Africa, this moisture is coming with what we call latent heat. In other words, it doesn't really need the heat from the sun as usual. Like I said, the difference between the afternoon thunderstorms into the early evening. This one, because of that amount of latent heat, that massive amount of latent heat, there's potential that any time of the day you can have flooding. Just for example, yesterday morning, the rainfall in KwaZulu-Natal had been continuing. I think it did so for much of the day. And even this morning, it's been in the northern part. It is still continuing now. So this kind of rainfall does not necessarily have any particular time. And in fact, we even made that point on our media release.
And we expect these disruptive rains until when in the week?
We are expecting this to end at least on Wednesday, but we'll review closer to the time. Let's say, for example, tomorrow and on Wednesday, we'll make a new review to see if this will continue to Thursday. However, it is important that as people are starting to move around a lot on the roads, they actually keep up with the rules as we know them, driving slowly or slower with headlights on, and also making sure that we observe other traffic. So that is very important, more particularly at this time of the year when there's a lot of movements along the roads.
Puseletso, thank you very much for joining us this evening. That's Senior Forecaster of the South African Weather Service, Puseletso Mofokeng, speaking to us there.